What if you're not lazy? What if the reason you can't study, clean your room, text people back, focus in class, or even enjoy the things you used to love isn't because you're weak? What if you're just emotionally exhausted? Because there's a type of tired that sleep doesn't fix. You wake up tired, you scroll because you're tired, you avoid homework because you're tired, and then you feel guilty for avoiding it. So now you're tired and ashamed. And from the outside, it just looks like you don't care, but deep down, you do care. You care so much that it's crushing you. Every night you tell yourself, tomorrow I'm going to get my life together. Tomorrow I'll wake up earlier, I'll study, I'll stop wasting time. Tomorrow, I'll finally become that confident, disciplined version of myself, the version I saw on YouTube. Then tomorrow comes and nothing changes. And you start thinking, maybe this is just who I am. Maybe I'm lazy. Maybe I have no discipline. Maybe everyone else is actually just better than me. But lazy people don't actually lie awake at night hating themselves for not doing enough. Lazy people usually aren't mentally exhausted from thinking about everything they should be doing. Lazy people usually aren't ashamed of how much they're struggling. So if you feel stuck, unmotivated, and behind, the problem might not be laziness. The problem might be that your brain has been carrying too much for too long. Think of your mind like a phone battery. School drains it, pressure from your parents drains it, comparing yourself to people online drains it, wondering if your friends actually like you drains it, overthinking one awkward thing you said 3 days ago drains it, pretending you're okay when you're not drains it. And by the time you finally sit down to do homework, your battery's already at 3%. And then someone says just try harder, but you're not starting from zero, you're starting from empty. Then that's why, or what, emotional exhaustion does. It makes things, simple things, feel huge. Opening an assignment feels like climbing a mountain. Replying to a message feels weirdly stressful. Cleaning your room feels impossible, and the scariest part is, you don't even always feel sad. Sometimes you just feel numb, so you grab your phone, and at first it feels like a break. You scroll, watch videos, check messages, open TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, close it, open it again, close it, open it again, and for a few minutes, you don't have to think about your future. You don't have to think about school. You don't have to think about how lonely you feel, but then you look up and an hour has gone by, and somehow you don't feel rested, you feel worse. Because your brain didn't recover, it got flooded. Flooded with people who look happier than you, more attractive than you, more confident than you, more successful than you. People with better friends, better bodies, and better lives. And even if you know social media is fake, your brain still compares. It's wired that way, it's human. You compare your real life self to everyone else's best moment. Then your own life starts to feel boring. Your room feels ugly, your face feels worse, your friendships feel weaker, and your future feels smaller. And now the homework you were avoiding doesn't just feel hard, it feels pointless. Because a quiet voice in your head starts saying, why even try? I'm already behind. But here's the part that nobody tells you. Sometimes trying is scary, because trying removes excuses. If you don't study and fail, you can say, well, I didn't really try. If you don't talk to that person, you can just say, well, I never made the move. If you don't post that video, join the club, start the habit, take the risk, and then you never find out if you were even good enough to do those things. Avoiding things protects you for one day, but it destroys your confidence over time. Because every time you avoid something, your brain learns, I can't handle that. And slowly your world gets smaller. Your room becomes safer than the hallway. Your phone becomes safer than your homework. And thinking about your dream becomes safer than actually trying it. And eventually you're not resting anymore, you're hiding. So how do you fix it? Not by changing your whole life tomorrow. That's the trap. You don't rebuild confidence with some massive motivational speech at 2 a.m. You rebuild confidence with proof. Small proof, tiny proof. Proof that you can keep one promise to yourself, not 10 promises, but one. Clean one part of your room. Do 5 minutes of homework. Put your phone across the room for 10 minutes. Reply to one message. Take one walk. Write one sentence. Because confidence doesn't come from imagining a better version of yourself. Confidence comes from giving your brain evidence. Evidence that you're not helpless. And once your brain starts seeing evidence, even small evidence, it starts to trust you again. So no, you might not be lazy. You might be overwhelmed, burnt out, you might be scared. You might be carrying pressure nobody else can see. But that doesn't mean that you're broken. It means that you need to stop treating yourself like the enemy. Tonight, don't promise to fix your entire life. Just choose one small thing, one tiny action that proves you haven't given up. Because the way out doesn't start with becoming a completely different person. It starts with one moment where you stop calling yourself lazy and finally ask yourself, what have you been carrying?